Today's video is going to be the first in a new series here on the channel about configuring a rifle as a DMR or Designated Marksman Rifle. In this first video, we'll talk about what a Designated Marksman Rifle is and some of the features and attributes that a rifle needs to have to fit that category, and we'll take a quick look at what I'm using at least, for a foundation for my Designated Marksman Rifle, this Midwest Industries 308. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me for the very first video in the Designated Marksman Rifle series that we're going to start here on Survival on Purpose. And we're going to be talking about that in just a minute. But first, today's words of wisdom from the Bible. Today's wisdom is from the book of John, chapter 8, verse 12, in the NLT. Jesus spoke to the people once more and said, "I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness, because you will have the light that leads to life." And, of course, thank you for today's video sponsor, my friends at Hog Holsters. Hog Holsters are the most comfortable, most concealable holster I've ever used. When I found Hog Holsters, I quit looking. I'm wearing one right now. Hog Holsters are 100% made in the USA, down to the very screws. They are painstakingly handcrafted to fit your specific pistol model. No one size fits all. In Arizona, by a United States Marine Corps veteran, and if you use the coupon code Survival on Purpose, all one word, you'll be glad you did. That's Hog Holsters, helping Americans wear guns. Okay, let's talk about this here DMR or rifle, or Designated Marksman Rifle. And what is it? Why did I decide to try to build a setup like that? And why did I pick this rifle to start with? But first, a couple of caveats. First of all, I think DMR is an official military designation for a particular rifle setup. I'm not in the military. I've never been in the military, so just cut me a little slack and give me a break if I get some of the nomenclature wrong or whatever. But I'm going to endeavor to persevere. And second, just want to warn you right up front, if you're somebody who cringes at the thought of a scratch on a rifle or a screw on a rifle, then prepare to cringe, because this thing is already scratched up, and it'll probably be more scratched up. This is a tool to me, and I'm not too concerned about the finish on it. I'm more concerned about the functionality. So there we go. Just want to get that out there. So maybe head off some of the comments at the past, so to speak. I know it's going to have some scratches on it. So let's talk about this old DMR now. What is a Designated Marksman Rifle? What does that mean? If you're not familiar, basically it's a rifle setup that allows you to have long-range precision while still maintaining short-range capability. Which is a good thing, right? So that begs the question, what are some of the criteria that you need to have to be able to take care of those roles of a Designated Marksman Rifle? Well, the first one is, typically they're going to be semi-automatic. That is really probably more useful in the shorter range component of their effectiveness, because typically longer range rifles are bolt action, but by having a semi-automatic, that gives you a lot more short range capability, I think. Speaking of range, they're going to want to have an effective range of 600 to 800 yards at least out in there. So that's where the long range part of it comes in. And to do that, that means they're probably going to need to be a full power caliber. What's considered a full power caliber, which is 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, 30-06, maybe some others. This rifle is a 308 rifle. Typically, they're going to have a barrel length between 18 and 22 inches, because that allows the powder in the charge in the cartridge to fully ignite to maximize the muzzle velocity. Usually they're going to have a medium to high magnification optic on there to allow you to do the long range stuff, and also probably going to have a bipod or something on there to give you some stability. There's a few other minor details that we'll go into as we proceed in this series, but those are kind of the basics. So why did I choose this particular rifle to do this kind of setup? Well, I've had this for about 3 or 4 years now. I bought it from Midwest Industries. I'm a really big fan of Midwest Industries. I think they make really, really good stuff right here in the USA. And I've got a couple of their ARs. My son's got one of their ARs. Never had any issues with it. Nothing but flawless functionality. So I bought this 308 because I wanted to be able to I wasn't even thinking really DMR at the time. I just wanted something that I could, semi-auto I could reach out there with. I wanted a 308. I've got a 308 bolt gun. I thought it'd be good to have an automatic. And as I got to thinking about it, I thought, maybe I'll just set this thing up as an official setup. We'll do a DMR series, which is kind of what I was going to set it up as anyway. I just didn't know it. So that's what I got. So let's talk about this thing. It is a semi-automatic 308. So that takes care of a couple of the requirements right there. Has an 18-inch barrel. That takes care of another requirement. Has forged upper and lower 775 receivers. It takes a standard SR25 magazine pattern, like a Magpul magazine, just fine. It's got the Midwest Industries bolt carrier group. It's got the Midwest Industries Combat Series handguard on it. Figured for M-LOK. Has a Criterion stainless nitride finished 1 in 10 twist barrel. Mid-length gas system with a .750 gas block and muzzles threaded 5/8 by 24. Has the Midwest Industries 2-chamber enhanced muzzle brake on there, which will probably come off, and something a little quieter will go on there. This one has the Magpul ACSL buttstock, Magpul MOE grip. It's got little chambers in both of these. I like this buttstock because it's got a lock on it. Unlike some of them, you snap that lock down and it won't move. Heavy duty QD end plate. Midwest Industries trigger guard, Midwest Industries limited lifetime warranty, and as I said, 100% made in the USA. The complete weight on this one, this is the 18-inch model, is 8 pounds 9 ounces naked as it sits. They also have a 16-inch model, which is 8 pounds 3 ounces. I went with the 18 because that whole burn all the powder thing, maximum velocity. So that's the Midwest Industries 308. This one's somewhere around $1,800 now. I think I bought this one a few years ago. I looked up, I think it's around $1,800. So this is stock as it comes. The only thing I've done to it at this point, 2 things. I put this little M-LOK Picatinny rail on bottom so I can mount a bipod. And the biggest thing I've done to it is I installed a rifle speed adjustable gas block on it. So when I put a suppressor on it, a can on it, I can maintain the functionality, maximum effective functionality of this thing. So I did a video about that already. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the video description, or maybe up here in the corner maybe. But that's it. That's all I've done to it. So as we go along in the series, as I build this thing out and add the different components and do the other different things I might do to it, I'll bring you along with me. We'll make a bunch of videos about that. There may be some changes in some of the things I do to it. We may try several different things to see what works best. But when we get it all figured out, what's gonna work best on it, then my goal is to take it to the I'm not sure what it's called, but it's out in Talladega, Alabama. They have like a 600-yard range out there. I think it's at the Civilian Marksmanship Program. But either way, we go out there and see how well this thing will do at 600 yards. That may be as far as I've got around here. I can go with it. But if I can find somewhere further, I will. But I may even take this sucker out to Arizona and see my friend John at Hog Holsters at some point in time and do some really longer range shooting with it. We'll see how it goes. But that's where we're at right now. This is the Designated Marksman Rifle series. I invite you to join me and stick along, follow along, and see how well I do with it. When live hands chug Norris lemons, he makes chocolate pudding. Be interested in hearing your comments about any experience you might have with stuff like this. I'm always open to learn. And if you're not subscribed, I invite you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that little notification bell so you won't miss any of the updates to this series when I do them. So there you go. Anyway, I really sincerely appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.